Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, I'm Alaina, and this is The Organized Money, where we talk about planning life and managing money. Today's video is going to be a budget with me in my planner. If you've never seen my planner before, this is my catch-all planner. It is a big, happy planner, and I am using this covered. It's like the leopard style planner, and it actually starts in July, but I did order some inserts so that I am able to plan out June. But in this planner, I do have my table of contents, and I have different sections, and one of those sections is my budgeting section. And in my budgeting section, I have designed and created my own planner to fit within this section. So if you haven't seen the video on me setting up my planner or how this one looks all together, I will link both videos where you can see the overview of my budget planner, and then the second video where you can see the setting up of my planner. So after this one, you can definitely watch both of those if you just want to see how I have structured this planner. But today we are planning out the next paycheck that I get, which will be on May 26th. And today is Monday, the 25th. I like to plan it out the day before I actually get the money so that I know exactly where every penny is going before it hits my bank account. So I'm going to pull this so that I can use what I've written here. I like to write my preliminary numbers on this journal sheet. I have them throughout the planner on different sections of the planner. And that's just so I can have some scratch sheet of paper, and I always know what's coming up next. So now I'm just gonna jot down my income that I'm expecting to hit on tomorrow and all of the expenses, and then I'll come back and tell you everything that we're going to do. Okay, so just to quickly review all of the expenses that I have on here, I have our tithe. You know, our tithe is at the top of every budget that we have. We always do 10% of our income. So that's going to be $175. I also always do an offering, and that's going to be $45. My savings for this week is $250. Toward the end of the month, I do like to pump up my savings as much as I can. We have some additional expenses that I know are coming up to fix the house and for our car insurance. I am trying to get in the habit of paying our car insurance every 6 months instead of every month. So that's why that is that amount. And this is basically savings, but it's going to be savings, and some of it is going to go toward my sinking funds. My mortgage, $400, that's just the balance that I needed to cover. I like to pay it in parts so that when it comes up on the 1st, it's not, you know, it's not going to be too much coming out of one check. So then food, we pay $200 in food for groceries every single week. Health insurance is $203.17, and that's just, once again, a prepayment. The entire month is like $500, but I like to split it up sometimes if I know, just so it's not too much coming out of one check again. Dental, this is a bill that I had that is the final closeout of that bill. So once I pay this last $200, that debt will actually be gone. Car and credit card, I'm doing $100 each, and that's just because those are the two debts that I'm currently working on in order to pay down. So that's an overview of all of our expenses, and now I'm going to add them up to see how much, just to make sure it's not above this $1,750 amount. So we're at $1,673.17 minus the $1,750 is a balance of $76.83. So after I pay out all of my bills, I know that $76.83 will be left. And then anything else that comes out of my bill account, I will just jot down here. That's how I have been doing it in the past weeks. It's just writing it in red and then putting anything additional underneath in black and red so that I can keep track of what expenses came out of my bill account after I had done my budget. Because you know, this is the amount that's supposed to come out of the exact budget. Anything that's underneath here that comes out of my bill account means that it's something that I didn't allot for, and I need to make sure that I pay attention to those types of expenses. So now I'm just gonna add this up and put this at the bottom, and I know that I'll have $76.83 to kind of play around with. It's miscellaneous money. The goal is to reach the end of the week with that same balance so that I can roll it over into my savings or into some type of fund money. That's always my goal. I used to do it to where it was zero base and every single thing was in my bills, but I realized when additional things came out, whether it was a subscription or something automatic, I would always end up kind of getting in trouble into that account or dipping into a balance that I didn't like. We do have a buffer in the account, but for some reason, this system makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, so the next thing that I'm looking at is our sinking funds. With our sinking funds, I have 3 categories right now. It's our pool, car insurance, and tree repair. We are currently working on our tree repair. It's probably the most important one of them currently, because with our trees, we do have trees in our backyard that really need some pruning, and we are in New Orleans and hurricane season is coming up. So we get hurricanes around August of every year. So I always like to make sure that the trees are pruned and cut down as much as possible so that we don't have any damage to the house. So that's why that added $250 there. I was also able to add $270 to each of my other sinking funds, which are my pool and my car insurance, to bring up the balance to $247.50, $272.50, and $250 here. Now, the main reason we're able to add additional money to our sinking funds outside of our normal budget is because, you know, me and my husband are on variable income, meaning that sometimes we get additional check for other work that we have done that is outside of what we have planned for our budget. Anytime that happens and we get some additional money that I was not planning on, I either put it toward my sinking funds, my savings, or debt, reducing debt. So this time I did decide to put it toward our sinking funds because the tree repair is one of our most important ones right at this very second. And then after that will be our car insurance. So that's the ones that I'm currently working on. So with my savings, I did end up withdrawing an additional $231.49, and that was because I wanted to make an additional payment on our car, and I had not done that yet. And so I just decided, so that I could still meet my goal, I would just take it out of our savings account and replace it. And so that's what I did. And so now the balance in that account is $3,119.77. But I am putting some money back because I am putting back $250 into savings this week. Okay, that's it for this paycheck budget. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye, guys.